we're only so many people here, and it was basically like me, Clark, Dave, and like Leslie handling the entire operations of what was $100 million company switching hands overnight.
So we're in year what of Canadian Protein formally?
Technically, Canadian Protein, like the Canadian Protein brand, was started in 2011.
Prior True Supplements.
Prior to that, it was like the concept was getting started like 08, stuff like that.
So we're talking 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
In theory, I agree. You have to be the accountant, the guy mixing the protein when you first start. You got to be in charge of everything. How many years in do you think you could have started?
Well, that was a long time ago when I was everything at the business.
Oh,
right?
for
that
sure.
Was a long time ago.
Yeah. So like from when it first started to when it started to become something big to now where you're starting to delegate more, theoretically, where would you, like just for some other people listening to this that are maybe in the same position as you know, where's the right time? Is it when the income reaches a certain level?
I don't think so. I think it's when you literally start running out of time.
So it actually forces you to do it?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think that at least for me, right? That's what we did with BioSteel, right? Is we took over BioSteel without anybody from the old company supporting, like nobody whatsoever.
Cleanly. That's got to be tough.
Yeah, it was very tough because we're only so many people here, right? And it was basically like me, Clark, Dave, and like Leslie handling the entire operations of what was $100 million company switching hands overnight. Right?
While running Canadian Protein.
Yeah, exactly. While running the other stuff, right? Golf course, Canadian Protein, like all that. So, did Canadian Protein grow during the takeover? Not to the extent that we wanted it to, because it's at the point now where we're creatively forcing growth. Just like we're adding value, right? Like just like real estate. You add value, you force it. If you just let it sit there, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to be status quo.
It's a great quote there.
Yeah.
So
quote. You have to force things with creative marketing, email marketing, stuff like that. But when you're taking over a big business like that and going down from like over 100 people literally to 4 split across multiple businesses, stuff. But I felt like that was arguably the right move because we didn't know who we needed, what we needed, so we really needed to figure out where we were in the in the whole transition and the whole aspect of running the business. And then now we've got 3 retail guys that are specializing in retail sales, and we've got a customer service rep, right? Whereas we were handling all customer service, and it was crazy.
So real quick, on the retail side, are they salespeople going out to try to get retailers to sell your product, or are they
don't even have to try. Like BioSteel was already in these retailers. It's just maintaining those relationships and maintaining the placement. Mm-hmm. And the problem with the retail stuff is why I didn't feel comfortable taking that over was because it's extremely nuanced, the retail sector. There's a lot of things that I just simply don't understand. There's chargebacks, there's rebates, there's product placements, there's agreements, there's planograms, and like basically when you're in a retail setting, convenience stores, like all this stuff, every place that you put this product on the shelf, in the fridge, on the floor, it's all for sale. Like you hang it on a wall for like it's product placement. You're paying to play. You're paying to list your product there in hopes that it sells. Right.
So there's more premium spots in the grocery store or the convenience store.
Yeah.
You want to be in this fridge. It's
or they request that, hey, this is your everyday price, but at 3 points in the year, we want you to mark it down by 20%.
Interesting.
And you have to fund that.
Yeah,
so you pay for the discount.
Right.
Not necessarily like you pay, like we bill you for it, but it basically
you take a hit on the margins.
You take a hit on the margins, and it reduces the check back to you, right? So
right.
the chargeback or whatever.
Now, real quick, what do you think the margins are across a whole year to be in one of these convenience stores? Let's say you sell a drink for $3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Is there enough margin where it's like, hey, we have enough margin to do that 20% discount 3 times a year?
There is.
Or is it super thin? I'm guessing you're paying not only for your product, but like you said, you're paying an upcharge to be in certain fridges or whatever.
Yeah.
Placements.
So it's hard for me to actually talk. Like I am getting the craziest crash course on like
you're learning
retail. So BioSteel is completely flipped, right? Canadian Protein is predominantly e-commerce. We are in like a couple hundred locations, but it's like juice bars, gyms, small mom and pop retailers. Mm-hmm. BioSteel is like, we're in Costco as well, right? So now Canadian Protein's in Costco, but that's like, and we got a crash course on Costco with Canadian Protein, so we understand the Costco model, but it's like, Sobeys, Zehrs, Walmart, Costco, convenience and gas.
This is all BioSteel?
BioSteel.
Yeah.
Like Amazon. Even Amazon operates different with BioSteel. Like, the U.S., Sport Check, Pro Hockey, Canadian Tire. Like, it's nuts. So, and they all operate completely different.